My name's Laurel McMarlin.
Mi nombre es Valesca Paz Coronado de Loarca.
Hi, good morning. My name is Mimi.
Mi nombre es Guadalupe Coronado.
I'm Abigail Alvarado.
Mi nombre es Wendy Anaí Paz.
Mi nombre es Pascuala Ventura Pérez.
Mi nombre es Toribio Chagil.
Hello everyone, my name is Licasti Garcia. I'm from Guatemala, Quetzaltenango exactly.
As most of you know, St. Martin's in the Fields supports the education of Guatemalan children through scholarships. But once the money is sent, what happens to it? In 2014, a mission group went to Guatemala to talk with the scholarship families and learn more about the Guatemalan culture and lifestyle to bring back to St. Martin's. Bishop Lanfiesta sat down with the mission group and explained how students get these sought-after scholarships. Someone makes a recommendation to Bishop Lanfiesta, and then he goes out to visit the family to see if the scholarship is really necessary. They visit communities around Chichicastenango. In the rural areas, the scholarships are most needed because less government funding goes to rural schools. Since girls on average get 3 years less of education than boys, the scholarships target girls. Joanna is 8 years old and is in first grade. Her little brothers Carlos and Henry will be in the scholarship program once they get older. Juan, Joanna's older brother, stopped the scholarship program after 6th grade. Each day, Joanna's mother and sisters must spend 2 hours cooking. To get to school, Joanna's parents walk her there because child abduction has become such a problem in the rural areas of Guatemala. Juan Carlos goes to a Catholic school with his sister Van Vala. Her favorite class is art. Juan Carlos is part of the marching band at his school, which he loves. Unlike most schools, his offers after-school programs. He plays the tuba and his dream is to be a music professor someday. Mateo is in 4th grade and his little sister Carmen is in 3rd. Carmen likes all of her 17 courses at school. Mateo's 11 courses focus on counting, math, law, and office administration. Sometimes his older brother Oscar, who is a graduate from the scholarship program, helps Mateo with his math in the morning before he leaves for work. Mateo's baby brother Angel was born prematurely and has a cyst growing on his stomach. The only hope for removing the cyst is once he gets bigger, so he'll be able to handle the surgery. Jamie is a 6th grader in the scholarship program. Her sister has asthma, so they cannot live in a typical Guatemalan house. Jamie and her family of 5 live in a 1-room apartment because they cannot afford more space in this more modern building. And this way they can use an electric oven rather than a traditional one to help with her sister's asthma. Jamie's mother, Lucille, says her husband works 2 jobs, a total of 22 hours a day. Marlon and his little brother Elvis are both part of the scholarship program. Marlon says he has 12 different courses to take in 6th grade and likes English and math. He practices English sometimes with Elvis. Marlon's little sister was born with water in her brain. Since there are no health centers in Panchayac, the baby was born by a midwife. If any of the children get sick, it costs 300 quetzales just to get the child to and from the clinic. Marlon's father makes 450 quetzales a month. However, there are other options besides the St. Martin Scholarship Program, like the Inter-American School for middle-class and above children who can afford and handle a rigorous program.
I taught Bible and religion at Inter-American School for 3 years, and then I was the chaplain for 2 years, and now I'm on the board of directors. Inter-American School is a English immersion school. All of the classes, kindergarten, pre-kinder through 12th grade, are taught in English by teachers from North America.
I really like it because it's a small community, so sometimes you can get like a really great relationship with the teachers. If you have any problems, they're willing to helping you because the classes are really small. I think the limit is 16 students, so it's really small, and all the students grow up like being brothers and sisters. And everyone gets to know each other, even though you're in elementary and you're in high school, you get to know each other. Or yeah, sometimes the teacher ended up being like a good friend of yours, and you can just like hang out with them, and they are willing to helping you not only in your education but like outside of school, giving you advices about life, about the future.
And what kind of careers do they have?
Attorneys, physicians. 3 of my former students are in medical school right now, and 1 in dental school. and business people. A lot of them, their parents own businesses here, and they go into their parents' business.
I will go to a capital city and start my college there on Ingeniería Empresarial, which is an engineer mixed with administration.
The Intra-American School is the ideal option for Guatemalan students to receive a quality education, but many children only receive partial educations or no education at all. Leslie's sisters all go to school on the scholarship program, but she is unable to. Due to the crossed eye she was born with, she is unable to read. Luckily, St. Martin's has taken initiative on getting Leslie the proper eyewear to correct her eyesight so she can pursue an education along with her sisters. A more common problem in Guatemala is student dropouts. Girls like Maria drop out because of the expense in the later years of middle school. Often the price is too much for the family to handle, even with the scholarship. Furthermore, there are very limited, if any, public high school options available to students, so the price of high school is even greater. With costs like this, girls like Susanna, who are only 8 years old, get to decide if they want to go to school or not. Susanna did not like school, and since there are so many other children who want a scholarship, as an 8-year-old she was able to decide the future of her education. Even though St. Martin's helps by providing funds for scholarships for prospective students in its companion parishes, these churches take on a variety of initiatives as well.
Tengo 49
It's a group of about 12 women who are learning how to save. That unfortunately Guatemala is a very poor country, but we're learning little by little how to try to save. So one thing that they're doing is they're trying to save 10 quetzales a week. But another thing in connection with this program, they're learning how to do things through artistic efforts. It's very useful because it's teaching us how out of the daily expenses we can put something aside to save, and this is very helpful. This, of course, is helpful to teach us how to take advantage of the qualities of the things that they can learn, such as sewing or cooking. It's also important to teach our children about saving so that in the future they will know how to do this. She's also taking some courses in beauty, and this is something she's undertaken in order to be able to contribute to her household. It's very difficult for the husband, the man alone, to support the family. About a year ago they started the program of saving, learning how to save, and that for him he has known how to do that in the past. But for the majority of people, that is something that they have not really learned, and so this has been very helpful for them. Another thing that they've started recently, or more recently, is a garden where they're growing vegetables, and these are going to be vegetables that they're going to be using for their meals.
And I give you a little phrases about the order of the daughters of the king, and what is our calling. Our mission is, in 1989, our founder, Margaret J. Franklin, envisioned the mission of the order to be the extension of Christ's kingdom through prayer, service, and evangelism.
San Marcos has a program to combat discrimination based on sexual orientation and to inform the LGBT community about precautions against HIV and AIDS. Oftentimes, transvestites are beat up and treated very unfairly in hospitals. They try to educate police about transvestites and help to get transvestites out of jail when improperly arrested. Despite all of these positive efforts from the community, there are still so many problems Guatemalans are struggling to overcome.
Actually, the wages are very low. Because a teacher the teacher does not go to the school, and that's all. Teachers also have more work in our home. It's an extra job that we do, and nobody pay that or pay attention in that, and the wages are very low. The schools from the government, they don't give the enough education that they supposed to do. They just work because it's only a work and they receive money for that, but it's not very intensive, very personal. In my case, I do all my effort to teach my kids everything that I can, and they need to learn about everything in life and guide them, because they are the future for the country.
Lack of education could quite possibly be the root of all other issues such as poverty, malnutrition, house fires, child abduction, drug trade, and lack of hospital care for deformities and illnesses. Although many problems face Guatemalans on a daily basis, with a proper education and a strong support system, there is potential. Students of the scholarship program have a chance to improve their country. With the help of St. Martin's, combined with the courage, hard work, and positivity of the people, the future of Guatemala and the scholarship students looks bright.
And we are very thankful with the church and other institutions in other countries like United States. I feel that also help us to develop these programs that we want to work on them, but your help is very important for us so we can develop it and work on it.
Oh, yeah, I love Guatemala. I love the people of Guatemala, and it's not a chore to be positive. Yeah.